What is good, my guys and girls of YouTube? For some reason I'm looking kind of extra sexy today. Anyways, I'm here with the video for you guys and girls on the best and fastest way to learn music theory. I will soon be going into beat making tutorials, or at least the basic stuff for you guys and girls to understand. It'll probably be everything anyways. But when it comes to beats, when it comes to being an artist, singing, notes, and everything that has to do with music, music theory is always going to be something that will always help you when you create your music. So with that said, I am going to give you like the legit master key for music. There's 4 things you'll have to understand in order to be a master of music theory. The first one is going to be understanding the keys on a keyboard. That's going to be, you know, the white and the black keys. As long as you understand where these keys are, you will be good. And that is pretty easy to understand once you put these keys into 2 separate blocks. There's a 3-note block, and then there's a 4-note block. Should be around like that. Or wait, hold on, like this. Yeah. The 3-note block is gonna have 3 white notes with 2 sharp keys, that's the black keys or flats, in between. This is going to be the C, the D, and the E key, the 3 white keys. The black keys are gonna be either C sharp or D flat, or D sharp, E flat. The naming of the flat depends on the scale that you are using. After the 3-note block, there's gonna be the 4-note block, and that's gonna be easily F, G, A, and B, in that order, F, G, A, B. And that's gonna have 3 black keys in between them. That, of course, is gonna be the F sharp or G flat, G sharp or A flat, and A sharp or B flat, depending on the scale. Now, if you look at the keyboard itself, you'll notice that there is 2 spaces where the keys do not have a black key in between. That's going to be the E to F and also the B to C. All you have to remember is the B and the E and B. That will be easily remembered once you go into the order of flats, which is going to be the next thing I am going to talk about for y'all now. Once you understand the keys on the keyboard, which is not too hard, you're gonna have to go into learning the order of sharps and the order of flats. The order of sharp and the order of flats is going to be literally the order of the sharps or the order of the flats that are going to be played in the scale once you go across that note. So for example, the order of sharps is going to be F, C, G, D, A, E, B. F, C, G, D, A, E, B. So for example, if you have a scale, a D major scale, D major has 2 sharps, and don't worry, I'll go about how to get those as well. But yes, D major has 2 sharps. That's gonna be D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. How do I know that? It's because the order of sharps. F, C, G, D, A, E, B. The first 2 sharps, F, C. D has 2 sharps in its major scale. That's going to be the first 2. So if you have the E major, that's going to be 4 sharps in the scale. That's going to be F, C, G, D. So in that sense, it'll be E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. Bam. The order of flats, which I feel like is an easier way to remember it, is going to be the order of sharps but backwards. That's going to be B, E, A, D, G, C, F. Bead, greatest common factor. Just remember B, E, A, D, G, C, F. Once you remember these, as long as you know what amount of sharps or flats are in a scale, you're going to be able to remember what those notes are, and once you go in the order of the scale, you'll be able to play it. We learned about the piano notes, we learned about the order of sharps and the order of flats. Next up, we're going to learn about the circle of fifths. This is not hard. If you know how to count by 5 and if you know how to subtract 3, you are good. The circle of fifths is a diagram that is going to help us remember what number of sharps or flats is in each scale. And how do we do this? It's by counting by 5s for, the major stuff. The way the circle of fifth works, at the top, we have the letter C. C is going to be basically 0 because C has 0 sharps and 0 flats in its major scale. Remember, just major for now. Going in a clockwise position, the next note that we have to count to is 5. Circle of fifths, 5. C, D, E, F, G. 5. The next note is going to be a G. And what a surprise! G is going to have 1 sharp in its scale. If you don't know that, you can always play this pattern, but you know, that's kind of like boring. Just know 1 sharp. And if you remember these order of sharps, that's going to be a F sharp. So bear with me. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Next up, after G, G, A, B, C, D. D. Remember I said D had 2 sharps? Well, there you go. D, E, F sharp, G, A. Now here's the thing to remember, as you seen I did just now with D, you have to include the sharps as well, or flats depending on the scale. A has 3, F, C, and G, right? We already went through all those, so we're good. A, B, C sharp, D, E. E, F, G, A, B. B does not have any sharps or flats in the E scale. B is the next one. B has 5 sharps. You get the picture there? B, C, D, E, F is going to be the next one. But hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. If you know basic music theory, or at least something about scales, you remember F major has a flat. So why is the next one an F? Well, remember I just said it. We have to include the sharps and the flats. So B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp. So F sharp is going to be the next one in the scale. And that has 6 sharps. After that, we have something we could like throw in the middle of the circle of fifths because we wouldn't have enough room if we were to like put it next. It would be weird. Just know this. Next one, F, C, oh wait, my dumb. F, G, A, B, C. In the F scale, or the F sharp major scale per se, C sharp is going to be in there. So C sharp. And C sharp is going to have 7 sharps in its scale. C sharp, D sharp, A sharp, all the sharps. When it comes to counting backwards, it's a different method. It's not counting up by 5s, it's actually counting up by 4 in this weird way. C, we're starting back at C, 0, we're going backwards. Let's count to 4s. C, D, E, F. F is going to be the next one. That is F major. This is all majors, by the way. F major has 1 flat, and that 1 flat is going to be a B. Next, F, G, A, B flat. See, we already tackled that B flat. And it's a good thing because if it was a B, that would be weird because we already have a B on the, you know, on the right side. It's a B flat. B flat will have 2 flats because, you know, after 1 is 2. Now hold on real quick. Let me just give y'all a little bit of a cool thing to think about. B flat has 2 flats. All right, not 2 sharps, 2 flats. The B major, on the other hand, on the other side, has 5 sharps. 2, 5. All right, remember that. B flat, C, D, E flat. Because B, E, A, D, G, C, F. B has 2 flats, B and E. E flat is the next one. Now, think about this, all right? E flat has 3 flats. 3 flats. E major, on the other side, has 4 sharps. Now, if you didn't notice this, I have 3 and 4 added together. Pen, pineapple, apple, pen. We got 7, all right? 7 is that number. Remember with B flat and B, we had 2 flats and then 5 sharps for the B major. And B flat, remember that, 5 and 2, 7. So if you think about it, you could get it opposite, a mirror, and basically find it that way. What do I mean? Let me give you an example. D sharp, again, 2 sharps. What is going to be a D flat major? What is 2 minus 7? 5, right? If I know math. So once we reach that D flat major, we're going to see there's going to be 5 flats in it. I'm a future teller. Alright, back to what I was at. E flat, right? E flat has 3 flats. B, E, A. A flat. E, F, G, A flat. A flat. Alright, A flat has 4 flats. A major, 3 sharps. A, B, C, D flat. D flat. Remember? D flat. D flat has 5 sharps. D, E, F, G flat. G flat has 6 flats in its scale. And guess what has 7 flats? G, A, B, C. C flat has 7 flats in its scale. If you made it this far, I'm glad that the way I'm talking helps. So yeah, if you are still confused, just go about it a little bit step by step. If you're still utterly super confused, go in the comment section below. Don't worry, I'm gonna help y'all out with that. Alright, we got 3 down. 3 things down. We know the keys on the keyboard. Remember, just practice it. We know the order sharps and order flats. We also know the major circle of fifths. And now the last piece we're going to do is the minor circle of fifths for the music theory for pitch. Yeah. Now the way to get the minors is technically take everything and just literally rotate it 3 times. If you know basic music theory, you would know that A minor has 0 flats and 0 sharps in its scale. Think about it. A major has 3 sharps. A minor has 0. What's the difference? 3. You subtract 3. So for example, C minor, we would have to get 0 minus 3, which will be -3. When we hit negatives, we're talking about flats. So C minor has 3 flats in its scale. And do you know what those are? B, E, and A. So C minor is going to be, C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C. So what you could do is, if you have all the minors down in your head and you know it, you could subtract 3 from it. Just subtract 3. Some of y'all may be thinking, what if the major scale has flats in it? For example, F major has 1 flat. Remember that? That's a B flat. How do we get F major to F minor? Take away 3. Same thing there. Think about it like this. -1 minus 3. You're not adding -3. You're minusing 3 from -1. So -1 goes to -4. That means 4 flats. F minor has 4 flats. And that is true if you think about it. Here's a cool thing to think about. There's something called, I believe it's called parallel minor or parallel major. It's going to be the major or minor that has the same amount of flats or sharps in its scale. So if you think about F minor, it has 4 flats. What else has 4 flats in its scale? A flat major. Yeah. Meaning you can make a melody with A major and F minor all together and it'll be cool. But you have to, think about it strategically. I know there's some ones that's going to be like rambunctious, like C flat. How do we make C flat into a minor? And if you think about it, C flat has 7 flats. So we're going to, 7 flats and then -3 is going to be 10. -10, we'll have 10 flats. What the hell? There's things called double flats, which is basically overlaying your flats with another flat. So for example, we have 7 flats. It's B, E, A, D, G, C, F, right? For the double flats, it's basically overlapping. B double flat, E double flat, A double flat, which is something stupid to think about because there's another scale that will be, applied and it'll be way easier than thinking of it like that. Once you place all the notes on the scale on the keyboard, you can see that, hey, this is just a B minor. Or yeah, B minor. B minor has 2 sharps. 2 sharps. That's too much work, so don't really go over -7 or +7. Too much work. But yeah, that basically wraps up everything you need to know in order to be a master of music theory for the basic, amounts of stuff. I didn't really go over rhythm or anything, time signatures, none of that. Just the notes on the keys. But yeah, as long as you know that, you'll probably know what I'm gonna say later on in the series of making the beat video tutorials. Thank you guys and girls for watching. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to your boy Justin Omoi if you want to learn more about music or FL Studio. You don't have to use FL Studio. But yeah. Alright guys and girls, my name is Justin Omoi. With that being said, peace. I'm out. I'll see you, I don't know, either tomorrow or Monday.